Yo, 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 it's your boy, Stupid Stick, and I'm trying something a little different this time. Can I build the Colossal Titan in 7 days? I got Anime Corpus Christi coming up, and I want to do something special since all three voice actors, the big three from Attack on Titan, are going to be there. So, what better way to do that than the Colossal Titan? So, can I get it done in 7 days? Let's see. This is my original drawing. I want to do my stilts, but have a plan B for a wall. Okay, I started by putting my mask on a foam head on my tripod, so I have a good solid base to work with. You don't want these things rolling around while you're trying to work with puff paint. And you want to make sure you have it as taut as possible, so you have no streaks. It's a very tedious process, but so worth it. Or after pictures of my first layer of my defining lines, I kind of left the teeth alone for now because I have a little plan for them. So I moved along right to the red, started trying to get in more muscly, more tendons. I try to get as much detail as possible to pop out. So I'm carefully putting paint and blending with a brush to get it into the fabric so it's not so thick, because I don't want it as thick as the defining lines, but I definitely do want it on there to give the mask as much popping potential as possible. And back to add it on some more black. You never have enough black. This is my second coat with the red on. Definitely can tell the difference. Time to add the white. I'm still avoiding the teeth like the plague because those are a crucial part and I don't want to mess them up. Plus I have some plans. I put white on there and I brush it in nice and smooth to blend into the dried red and black and give it like a skin pull effect. I did a little blotching with a paper towel. Okay, now I'm trying the teeth, and I got acrylic toenails and some fabric glue, and so I was cutting all these little itty bitty shapes, but the fabric glue was just not binding to the fabric even though it said it would. It just was not doing what I wanted it to do. So I started the tedious task of tracing all these little bitty teeth on him. So I had to use a fine tip brush because the puff paint puts out way too much for this little area. So in smaller areas, I highly recommend using a brush to hit those little tiny details that you can't afford to mess up on. So this is my smoke machine test. I have a smoke machine in the base of my pants with a tube running up to the base of my neck. For stuffing in the body, I'm going to add my little skeleton guy in here, add some bones to add some texture to it. Because it's really plain right now, I'll probably add some more puff paint in here in different locations, make it a little more three-dimensional. And yeah, wish me luck. So I added a pillow and a blanket to make sure I get the right tautness. So I measured and I started unscrewing and cutting the skeleton to size. I had to shape these bones. And I used hot glue on these because the fabric glue again was not agreeing with me. Plus the hot glue on this added some extra texture to the bones, so it looked like a little meaty, and everything came together really well. I know hot glue is a little bit frowned upon, but hey, if it works, it works. So now I'm starting to do some defining lines on my chest while I let my hot glue settle. So these are my after images. Right now I'm blending some paint because I want to weather this bone, and if I don't have the right color, it's not going to look right. So I'm blending a bunch. I'm trying on some old bones I had scrap. Tracing the outlines. Covering up all the hot glue, which it blended really together and started really looking like it was pulling on the muscle. Added some real nice texture to the bones. So the hot glue was definitely a win for this. The weathering. Got a couple different angles, made sure to get all around the edges, make it really pop. And it's time for the second coat for the defining lines and hitting the spots I missed. Here I heated up a soldering iron because I figured it'd be better than cutting, so I wouldn't have any fray into the eyes that I cut, because I could not see through these eye holes at all, and so it's crucial I have vision. So I'm very tediously tapped in. Oh, my cat knocked my tripod out of the way, that big cat. Trying to clean up my eye holes so I have a good clear vision. Gotta see what I'm doing. So this is me measuring up my wall because the fabric I got to make stilt covers did not match my Colossal bodysuit, and I didn't have enough time to get another one. So with plan B, and I'm building a wall. We're using duct tape to make a bend so I can make it bendable for travel because I gotta fit it in the car. I had this tripod and coupling, and so we added some Velcro on these couplings, and the couplings also doubled as a cup holder so I could put my phone, the remote control to my smoke machine, and stuff like that in my little pockets. So yeah, shout out to my homie Zach, who's my handler slash manager slash bender. Really helps me out in my projects I got going on. Two minds are always better than one. So we're adding a nice good thick layer of spray paint. This is the finished product. This is what the back of the wall looks like. Front of the wall. I'm sorry I didn't get a bunch of this process, but we added a lip, a ledge if you would. We made some cannons to put on the top of that lip. Get a couple scouts. And this is the finished wall. I can't believe I forgot the arms. This is, I don't know, I'm con crunching right now. So I'm in a very big hurry and I got a lot to do still. So this was my do or die. This is probably the most stressed I've been in this whole entire build. And it's totally because I forgot to do my arms. I just had them tucked under the torso and completely forgot about them. So here I am. I start always with the black defining lines, and I can always blend anything else, any other colors into that after that dries.